Hey dolls! It's been a while since we've had a little chitty chat type thing like this. This is just gonna be a full sit down, lay down, talky, rambly vlog thing. And I did mention in my Vlogmas day 1 video or whatever that I did want to talk about a few things or bring up a couple topics with my vlogs, and so we are gonna do that today. So grab a snack, get comfy, and yeah, we're gonna do this. So the one thing that I want to talk to you guys about is seasonal depression. Where do I even start with this? Okay, so I am someone, like many other people, I deal with seasonal depression. As soon as the weather starts changing and the holidays start approaching, for whatever reason, I just get into a slump. And I personally, before I get into anything else, I just want to let you guys know, I personally have never been suicidal. I have just been very depressed. I've dealt with depression ever since I was little, and I personally believe that everybody experiences depression at some points in their lives, and some people experience it a little bit more severely than others. So it is definitely 100% a valid feeling, a valid issue. I'm going to put this in parentheses and quotes. Quotes, not parentheses. I have not personally been diagnosed with seasonal depression or depression in general, because for the most part, I've been really good lately. I have not... I have my days. Everyone has their days where they get out of bed and they're just, bleh, you know? But like I said, it all varies from person to person, and experiences will affect the severity in which you feel depressed and things like that. So I just wanted to get on here basically and tell you guys that just because I am a face on the screen that you guys are used to watching, or just because your favorite other YouTubers are a face on the screen that you guys are used to watching, or your favorite actors in movies, or your favorite singers, or your favorite role models, your parents, your sister, your brother, your family, just because someone appears to be happy and bubbly and excited and positive does not at all mean that that is exactly how they feel on the inside. I personally prefer to only film my videos when I am in a positive mindset, because otherwise I'm just miserable the whole time. It comes off very bad on camera, and it's just, I get in a weird funk while I'm filming and editing, and it just doesn't feel right. So I prefer to personally only film when I'm in a good mood. I don't usually tend to slap on a fake smile, pretend like everything's fine. I'm the type of person where if something's really affecting me and it's something huge in my life, I'm probably going to share it with you guys, because you guys are part of my family. And I have preached before on my channel that there is a fine line of privacy, that all YouTubers, all public figures of all kinds, whether you are a big YouTuber, small YouTuber, celebrity, whatever, there is a fine line that needs to be respected when it comes to privacy and letting people into your life. Now, I'm all about getting on here and talking to you guys about day-to-day life and things that are going on and stuff like that, but if it's a really big thing that maybe I don't feel comfortable talking about, I won't. And that's okay, and it should be respected. Just like when I'm watching my favorite YouTubers and they say, oh, I've really been feeling bad because we're having family issues or this, but they don't pinpoint what exactly it is. I'm not gonna dig into things and pry at the situation and ask them, what's wrong? Tell us, you need to tell us. You say we're family, but yet you won't tell us what's going on in your life. They shouldn't have to. And it's their life. Let them choose whether or not they want to share it. I personally haven't had anything dramatic happen recently. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. I'm just kind of addressing like past situations, or like the YouTubers that I watch, and I've heard them say things like, oh, I've had a lot going on in my life right now. I don't really want to talk about it. And by you guys prying and wanting to know all the details and all the aspects of their life, it's making them think about it even more rather than focusing on more positive things. And they go to YouTube as their outlet, as their safe place, as their happy place. And when that happy place is infected with negative energy from people asking, oh, what's wrong? What's the drama? What's this? What's this? I understand that people want to help, or they care about that individual and they want to be there for them and everything. But as that YouTuber going to their happy place, seeing all these comments just prying and, you know, these drama thirsty people wanting to know what's going on, it like puts me off, you know, like I don't want to be on that social media if all it's gonna do is be infected with negativity, you know? And so it's like the one happy thing in their life you're tainting, or like you're infecting with the drama. Anyway, that beside the point. Please respect your fellow YouTubers, your people that you look up to, the people that you watch. If they don't want to let you into every single part of their life, please respect that. That is their business, and if they want to share it, they will. And that is that. That was kind of a little tangent. I wasn't expecting about talking about that. I don't know. I just kind of turn on my camera and I just go for it, and whatever comes out sometimes. So yeah. Anyway, seasonal depression. I have pretty much self-diagnosed myself with seasonal depression because it's really the only time of year that I start feeling this way. And I think a little bit might have to do is that I did lose my dad. He passed away when I was 12 in January. So it was during the winter months that happened. And I think part of me still kind of holds that and holds on to that and remembers that. But at the same time, it's like I do maintain a positive mindset that he's proud of me and he's in a better place. And you know, I still have my mom, and she is literally my rock. Oh my gosh. But that's a whole different video. Oh my gosh, that's a whole nother series, okay? I don't know, I think it just kind of like mentally it ties me back to losing my dad at this time of year, and it completely and totally sucks. But a couple years ago, I think it was the year before last, at this time of year, I had a full breakdown. And like I said, I was not at all suicidal. It was not like anything that severe for me personally. And I don't know, I understand that so many people experience this different ways. So this is a very, very touchy subject for a lot of people, because a lot of people who have suffered with severe depression will criticize people who are complaining about their life when their life is 10 times better than the person who deals with it 10 times worse, etc. So this is not at all a poor me, poor me, poor me. My depression is no more valid or less valid than anyone else's. I'm just saying. A couple years ago, I did hit a big block, and it really messed me up for a little bit. I was very upset. I was very shooken up. It was kind of one of those, I'm not good enough. I'm not going to be good enough. I'm never good enough. This, that, da, da, da. And I'd wake up the next morning thinking, oh, well, or I'd go to bed thinking, oh, well, tomorrow's a new day. It's okay. Maybe things will get better. I'd wake up and it would just be repetitive. Like the same thing would just happen. I was just like, oh my gosh, here we go. And then you just start getting in this repetitive mindset and this repetitive, just going with the flow type thing. And days turn into weeks, turn into months. And before you know it, summer's there and your mindset has just changed all on its own, and you don't even know why or how or what. But for me, like, the season changes have always affected my mood all of the time. And it's weird because I am a December baby. I was born in December. I was born in the middle of winter. So it's like, why is that affecting me so badly now? And like I said, it could be tying back to my past and things like that. But ultimately, it's kind of just always been like this. I don't like the cold. I don't like the lack of sunshine. I just want to stay inside under my blanket and cuddle with my stuffed animals and just, you know, forget about the world. You know, I don't want to like go out and do things at this time of year because it's so like dreary and glum and gloomy. And I think a lot of people deal with this. A lot, even when I was in high school, I did not want to go to school a lot. And there were times that I would play hooky and I would just stay home because I just didn't want to deal with not only the bullies and everything like that, but that's, like I said, a whole nother video, but the just depression. And it kind of swallowed me up a few times and spit me back out. And I stood right back up and kept fighting with life. And here I am today. And as I'm making this video talking to you guys about this, I have not hit that wall this year yet. But I know that it's coming. And I can feel it and I can sense it. Usually I hit it right after my birthday. And my birthday is like right around the corner. So it should be any minute now. But I am trying to stay busy. I'm trying to do this Vlogmas thing by uploading every single day. I'm going back to work. I'm doing a lot of stuff to kind of keep my mind busy. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things that, yeah, you can look happy and cheerful and excited and everything's fine on the outside, but on the inside, you are just broken into 1,000 pieces. And no one knows any better. So I guess the point of this video not only is to let you guys know that all of the YouTubers that you watch, including myself and celebrities and artists and whoever, your parents, your sisters, grandmas, grandpas, whatever, they're not always, you know, it's like, it's such like a sucky thing to talk about. But please check on your friends. Check on your family, check on the people you care about. Like I said, there's a fine line between checking on someone to make sure that they're okay and nagging them to like find out what's going on in their life and picking apart the drama. That's completely and totally two different things. So please remember that. But don't forget to check on the people that you care about and that you love during this time of year because it can be hard for a lot of people. I had posted on my personal Instagram a little bit ago saying something like, oh, I'm dreading the gloomy weather because I get upset during this time of year. Do you guys have any suggestions or recommendations of things that you do to kind of ease the pain, quote unquote? I do quotes a lot. I'm sorry about that if that's annoying. I'm like, what do you guys do to help with this time of year? And are there any tips or tricks or things that not necessarily can cure it? Because it's not really like a super curable thing. Yeah, you can take medications and antidepressants and things like that. I have been the type of person to never want to take medications for it, as well as like my social anxiety. I have never personally wanted to take medications for that. That is like not an option for me. I do not want to at all whatsoever. I'd rather continue my life who I am as I am rather than taking medications. Now I know that people prefer taking medication. They rely on it. They love it. They feel that it really honestly helps them. And that is awesome. That is wonderful. A lot of people will also, my hair is annoying, I'm sorry. A lot of people will also do therapy, and whether that be going to a counselor or just talking to your pet or something simple. It doesn't have to be a therapy where you have to spend tons of money to go talk to a professional. You can literally just sit and talk to an animal or your sister, brother, whoever, family member, or a best friend or something. But if you don't have that, it sucks. It really does, because then you're like alone with your thoughts. And if you're anything like me, you're okay during the day when you're busy, but as soon as you lay down to go to bed, your brain goes 10,000 miles an hour and you can't sleep. And then the next day, you're super groggy, lack of sleep, and that makes you 10 times more miserable than you were the day before. And I deal with that a lot. I deal with my brain throwing out 10,000 possibilities and always assuming the worst and always expecting the worst out of like all these situations. And yeah, I've gone skydiving, I've gone on trips, I've done this, I've done that. Does that mean that I wasn't terrified beyond explanation? I was. Like, there's always part of me that is so worried and so scared and so freaked out that it's just my anxiety just kicks in and it goes into hyperdrive and it is unbearable sometimes. But at the end of the day, I've also grown up a lot over the past few years, and I feel like time is a really, really good thing. Time definitely does heal a lot. And I'm not saying that it will automatically make everything better. I'm just saying that it really does help. Like when people say, oh, you lost a loved one. How do you cope? How do you do it? How do you deal with it? How can you have made it this far without feeling upset or doing stupid things or acting or feeling a certain way or something like that? I'm like, I don't. Okay, like, I haven't made it this far not doing those things. Like, I still feel upset. I still cry myself to sleep once in a while. I still am shooken up about it. And the best advice I can give about losing a loved one is it never gets easier. Never. You just get more used to it. And it sucks, and it's so harsh to say that, but it's fact. It never does get easier. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you, oh yeah, it's going to get so much easier. It'll be fine. You'll be great. No. Because the fact of the matter is everyone deals with grief differently and everyone copes at different like speeds. So someone may get over it a little bit quicker than someone else, but at the end of the day, you're never really going to fully get over it. It's always going to be there. You're just going to get more used to the fact that that person is gone or that you are dealing with that loss, whether it be a family member, a friend, a teacher, a pet, whatever it is. It really sucks. And the only advice I can give is that it feels like it gets easier, but it never does. You just get more used to the fact that they've moved on. You know what I mean? Excuse me. But as far as therapy and things like that, I've never wanted to take medication or talk to a therapist. If I can't talk to the people that I love and care about the most in my life, how am I going to talk to a complete stranger about my biggest issues? I don't know. That's just my personal thing. I definitely highly recommend counseling and things like that to people who think that it will help them 100%. My mom actually does counseling with someone and she still talks to me. She still tells me everything, but she likes to be able to confide in someone else and get a professional opinion about things, and that's great. That's wonderful. It works for her. I've seen her light up when she comes out of her appointments, and it's really cool to see that. So if that works for you, great. I encourage that 100%. Me personally, I just don't feel comfortable doing it. I don't feel like it will help me because, like I said, I'm not currently I'm not at like the severe state of experiencing the depression and the self-doubt and things like that. And I didn't really talk about it too much, but a lot of the reason that I got my airplane tattoo on my foot was because flying is one of my favorite things in the entire universe. And yes, I also got it as a little badge of accomplishment from skydiving. You guys will see the tattoo in a previous video. If I can find it, I'll link it right here. Or I know I can find it, but if I remember, I'll link it right here. But it was just the getting my 6th tattoo video or something like that. But flying is so special to me, and it's the one thing in my life that no matter where I'm going, no matter who I'm with, no matter the reason, if I am in the air flying, all of my depression, all of my worries, all of my anxiety, all of my self-doubt, all of the bull crap that goes on in my brain vanishes. And it's just me and the sky. And it's such a powerful, magical feeling that I want to be able to remember this feeling for the rest of my life. So I stamped it on my body. But it's like so much more than that. I know that that memory of it and that experience of it all is going to be with me forever. I will never forget that, regardless if I have a tattoo of it or not. But I guess the best advice I can give to someone struggling during the holiday season is find that one safe place, that one happy place, that one hobby you love to do, and just go at it full force. Whether you just want to sit in your room and read a book because it takes your mind off of your own life and enthralls you into this other world. I used to love to read so much when I was in high school because it would just take me away from all of the bullying and stupidity that I went through. Reading just brought me to another life, and it was like a whole different world, and it just sucked me in, and I was obsessed with it for a while. I kind of got out of reading, and I can't necessarily just go start flying if I'm feeling upset. I wish. Private jet. Maybe that'll be my next investment. No, I'm joking. But I don't know. It's just find that one thing that calms you, no matter what time of year it is, and just do it. But don't do it so often that you get bored of it, or that it gets tiresome or draining or things like that. Like if you like coloring, don't go color 10,000 pages from a coloring book or something, because that's just going to drain you out, wear you out and drain you even more. And then you'll no longer get joy out of what you love doing. Kind of like making videos. I didn't do Vlogmas last year, and that was because it's very, very, very exhausting. If you do not personally do YouTube, like, I have such respect for people who upload every single day. It is ridiculous. Like, even if it's just a sit-down vlog like this and I have to throw it in my editor and then upload it, that's one thing. But the sit-down videos where I have to edit all of those, I have to do my face to look presentable. I don't have to do my face. I choose to, because doing makeup is one of the things that gets my butt out of bed every day and makes me feel better. I don't wear makeup to look good. I don't wear makeup to hide anything or cover up anything. I wear makeup because it's like my flying. It helps me when I'm doing my face every day. It just kind of, whether it be like a super subtle everyday look like this or a more dramatic, more inspired type look, it doesn't matter. Like, makeup is one of my favorite things to do, and it's one of my best and favorite, like, pastimes, hobbies, things to do that make me feel better. And it's not just because, oh, I look pretty, I feel better about myself. It's not just like a confidence booster thing. It's just a, oh, this feels good to actually do this because I get joy out of doing it. So that's why a lot of the times in the winter and when I do vlogs, you'll always see me full face makeup, whether it be lashes, light makeup like this, or crazy makeup, I don't know. You'll see me with more makeup during the winter because it's kind of my get out of bed and do something with your life, girl. Don't just sit there in the slump, okay? Get out of it. And it's kind of my own kick in the butt to get up and be productive and not just lay there, because the longer I lay there, the harder it's going to be to get up later. And I haven't gotten in that spot yet, like I said, but obviously I don't doubt that it will happen. But I'm trying to keep a positive put my blinders on and keep a positive outlook here and just keep chugging along pretty much. I don't know if this was really informative or helpful for anybody. I kind of just wanted to sit down and talk about it because I feel like it's something that, I don't know, I haven't really talked personally with you guys in a while. I haven't really talked about my own struggles and things like that. You guys have just seen like, ooh, a new tattoo. Ooh, I paid money to go skydiving. Ooh, I'm going on this trip. Ooh, I'm doing this with my fiance. It's not so much like, hey, I'm a real person. Because at the end of the day, we all know I am a mess. It's like the people who will leave comments, not always under my stuff, but other people's stuff, like the YouTubers that I watch and I admire, and just everybody, you know, all these social public figures. People will comment on their stuff and they'll be like, I'm so pretty, I wish I looked like you. You're so lucky, I wish I had your life. You're so lucky, I wish I could buy the brand new iPhone. I wish I could have that. I wish I could do this. Guess what? You can. You can. You very much and very well can. You can have exactly what I have. You can. You just have to work for it. Just like I have. And you shouldn't necessarily want someone else's life or someone else's materialistic items or someone else's dreams, passions, successes. You shouldn't want someone else's that when there is a whole future of your own that has not been established yet. And you can literally write that book of your life however you want. You're the author. I mean, why not? How fun is that? How cool is that? You are the only you. You are the only one who has entire control over your life, over your purchases, over your dreams, over your aspirations, over your goals, over your whole entire existence, okay? Like, once you reach a certain point in your life and you are ready to proceed with your future and you want to make your dreams happen, do it. As long as it's not hurting anyone in the process, as including yourself, why not shoot for the stars? I think people underestimate themselves so much. And I'll be 100% honest, you don't really understand the power you have within yourself until a life-changing thing happens to you. Whether it be losing someone in your life, whether it be graduating college, whether it be buying your first house, a life-changing epiphany will happen. And when it does, you will have nothing holding you back. And you will just fly. And flying, oh my gosh, I love flying so much. I'm working towards some more dreams. And a couple of my biggest dreams got completely and totally shattered this year. I had 2 really huge opportunities snatched away from me. And it hurt. It really hurt because one of them was one of my biggest dreams. And it got ripped out from right in front of my grasp. You know how there's like little memes and videos and stuff of like a dog running on the treadmill and there's like a piece of steak dangling in front of it to get it to run, or like the science experiments that they've done about it? That's how I felt. Like my goal was right there. And I was running and running and running, and I reached up to bite that steak, and that treadmill went on hyperspeed and janked me away. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm broken and I'm unfixable. It just means that I gotta run a little faster. And once I catch that steak, it will all be worth it in the end, because if everything was easy in life, there would be absolutely no feeling of accomplishment. And I tell you what, the feeling of accomplishment after achieving your goals and your dreams, whether you ace a test in high school, or you buy your first house or your car, or whatever it is that is a huge milestone for you. I totally just lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh, what the heck? No matter what it is, oh yeah. The feeling that you get of getting there is so much stronger if you have to work for it. Because you know that you did it. And you can stand there and say, I did this. And it wasn't just handed to you. It wasn't just given to you. Now, I'm not saying that everyone who has things handed to them or given to them are irrelevant or conceited or unappreciative or anything like that. I'm just simply saying that half the fun of living life is the feeling that you get of being successful and knowing how hard you worked to get there and that it paid off. And it's a really, really special thing, and I want everybody to experience it. I don't know if I've talked about this before in a past vlog. I feel like maybe I've touched on it a little bit. But ultimately, that's really what has helped me, like, shoot for the stars and don't stop until you get where you want to be. And I'm working on it slowly but surely. But ultimately, there are some things that are completely out of your control that you can't help, that you have to tend to first. And if that's the case, then you have to do that first. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say or to say. This video is already long enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I hope this was, I don't know, I like to think and hope that it was a little inspiring for someone out there. And I always told myself, even the day that I started my YouTube channel, if I can help improve one person's life, if I can change one person's life in a positive way, I've done my part. You know, if I can help one person with their struggles and their insecurities and their everything that's going on with them that is negative, if I can help one person, that's enough for me. And that's enough from me, because I'm going to end this video since my battery is dying. And with that, I will talk to you all soon, probably tomorrow, since I'm doing a video every day. And with that, I will talk to you then. So until next time, do my outro with me. You know you want to. So long, stay strong, stay true, and be you.